Alright then, creepy old morgue. What have you got for me? Good. The old morgue district is healthy. That doesn't accurately describe a morgue in the slightest. They are very unhealthy. In fact, they're positively dead. I'm hearing lots of noises in the morgue. Seeing a fair amount of blood, but not getting pings of any people. Oh, hello. I did suspect someone was here. I appreciate that you not showing up on my radar. Yeah, you definitely didn't show up on my radar. That's the game being cheeky. I tried to check, but the game wanted to surprise me. Oh, it's because I didn't target him. I always forget you got a target. There you go. Boom. Oh boy! Ow! 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 Wow! Whoa! Whoa! Sir? That's a big old no. Excellent. We have a basement key. Oh, hey! You just showed up. I think I even saw you spawn, honestly. I do need some blood, however. Oh. Well, that's a fancy technique. There he went. Nommy on him, isn't it? Boom. You're down. This underground of this morgue is much bigger. Does it go like the whole hospital? It's much bigger than the upstairs. That's for sure. Hello. It's a... Like, these corpses are fresh, too. We've got a citizen quest to find out the cause of death. GWYNETH BRANAGAN is involved somehow, and some mystery dude. Interesting. Sisters talks about Samuel Connor, who died of a natural cause. They're guessing Spanish influenza as a probable cause. Dr. Corcoran Tippett, Nurse GWYNETH Branagan were involved. So I guess we're going to talk to them.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Ah, we can actually look at him. Okay.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Okay there. Okay there, Sherlock.
A puncture over the left lung. Possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Do you have X-ray vision as part of your vampire heritage?
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Oh, Tippett. You're in trouble. Holy man, this morgue is huge. This underground area is insane. Oh, well, you're clearly a boss fight. Good. Oh god. Oh god, okay. You got avatars. What are your resistances? Just range, I think. Based on the fact that it's down on the bottom there. Oh, you're speedy though. And you hip hop around. But unlike The Witcher, the targeting stays on the guy that we were targeting, even if they teleport. Which is a little jarring when it suddenly turns. But also nice. You all remember those not ghasts, the sultry spectres we fought in The Witcher? How painful that was. This is also proving to be a little painful though. Boom, have that and stay there. Thank you. Get down. Give him a smack. As he is resistant to range, we are going to put onto our main hand, we're going to do the scythe, because that does way more damage. It's slower to attack and uses more stamina, but also the damage is way better. I don't know what I was using actually, I might be using the hacksaw. No, it wasn't machete, okay, good. So then we're going to swap. Hang on, I forget how to swap to... There we go. It's way slower, but it packs punch. We'll swap back, so then we can hopefully stun him with that thing. Because that's a mechanic I almost forgot about. He's hurting. He is hurting. He's definitely in pain. There it is. He's definitely dead.
Can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger.
Yeah, it does definitely go right under the hospital though, so I don't know why we had to come outside. Feels like I could have just gone down into the hospital basement and made my way around that way, but whatever. So yeah, this chest, I'm not entirely sure where the key's gonna be. Ooh. Directly absorbed blood from the offhand weapon, okay. Nice, sorry, I completely missed this. Well, that's useful. I'm gonna swap that right now. Boom. Human fatigue crafted. This game doesn't hide any pretense of you shouldn't go this way. It's just, no, this door, just, you can't do it. There's no locked, no nothing, you just can't go that way. Never, bye-bye. Sucks to be you. Stun, go for the bite. Go for the blood drain. Nurse Crane, Nurse Crane. I have some medicine for you.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Understood. Diseases decrease the blood quality of citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status. This would all be really useful if I was actually going to drink these people's bloods.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer GOSWICK.
Mortimer. So we can do a medical checkup. And we can see he has fatigue. We have the medicine for fatigue. We could also mesmerize him, but he is more powerful than I am, so we cannot mesmerize him.
You are
But I
not a
will give
burden,
him the
sir.
medicine.
Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Good, so he is now recovering, which is going to help the rest of London, or the rest of this district anyway, recover as well. They will get healthier too.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Okay. Fair enough.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
And who might
Good
you
evening,
be?
Madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice GOSWICK, mother of Mortimer GOSWICK. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reid?
Did you not just
I've
see
heard
me
much
over
of
there?
your talents as a physician.
I just... Whatever.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Interesting.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital.
God, he's so
What
intense
gave
when he
you
does
such a
that.
bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start.
Yep, I got a story about one of
That
them.
nurse, Miss Hawkins seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Interesting. Alright. Oh, blood temperature. Remember, citizen blood will provide you massive HP boost. Look for citizen mesmerized and choose what thing. I'm not doing it, game! Stop pushing me like some kind of drug pusher. Pippa Hawking! You charged a woman for a bed. I will see to it
Good evening.
that you will be
Good
the
evening,
first
Doctor.
to be eaten
I
if
don't
I
think
am
we've been
going to
introduced yet.
consume.
My name is Pippa Hawkins.
When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Alternatively,
Sorry,
one could just
Doctor.
forgo science and tell
I don't
everybody
want
that
to
they don't
sound
need to wear
bitter.
masks and then receive the
just
best
too
medical
tired
treatment
to
in the
give a
entire
pep
country.
talk.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Interesting. Milton is a kind of
Why
a
does
prick.
Milton dislike
And
doctors?
he was
I
the
don't
bad
know.
ambulance
Just
driver.
ask him.
Can I not ask you about
How would you describe the situation?
the charging of the beds,
It's
Pippa?
serious. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Gwyneth Paltrow. Your medical error, madam.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his
Just straight in
mistake
there.
caused a patient's
Hello,
death.
If I had
Gwyneth.
not covered
Tell me what he did.
Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look
In
around
the
you,
middle of
Dr.
the
Reid.
hospital, too.
Do
Like,
you
right in the
really
open
think
square.
We can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
No, can I just see you in my office now than just, what did you do?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
Gwyneth.
Goodbye, Nurse.
This is our ambulance driver.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reid. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reid. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
Actually, I have
No
two.
need to explain, Dr. Reid.
And several
And
other
if you ever
melee
need
weapons,
a better gun, remember,
including
I may
a
have something
scythe.
for you.
And a saw. And a dragon. A dragon? No, I don't have a dragon.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reid.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Always. That's inappropriate. You're the man I was looking for. First, we're going to steal what's ever in here. Good, we're just going to confront you in front of 2 patients. Awesome.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Also a vampire.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
How long has that man been there for? He's fresh. Oh. Now we have an option.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippett, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
Flower update, it is still dying and still in need of water. Let us rest. Let us upgrade. We're going to increase the life regen from our bite a couple of times. Because we do use bite a lot. And we'll increase the blood we get from that bite by a couple of points too. Something weird just happened over there. Something we can investigate. They're all getting... Oh.
It's locked.
It's not very locked, is it? Hello. What's happening?
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
You've been in the freaking room with him, walking around.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
He's literally right there. What happened in the room? There's like blood to the side, and it told me to investigate, and then when I went in, the door's locked, but it then opened, and everybody just like quickly reset their positions. That's some Truman Show shit going on. Can I like look in the window? I can't. They're all covered on every freaking side. Maybe we just didn't get there fast enough, but what was all the flamey blood? What the hell is going on in here? What is happening? What the hell? Oh, I can get around the... Oh, hang on. Go back to where you did. I think I go around the back. Oh, we can look. Ah. Oh.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so
The
long.
door's
I
open.
won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Let's go confront Mortimer about whatever we just saw. Hey,
Good evening.
not you.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Shut down.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then.
Done.
This is the first time we've
Done and
really
dusted.
shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reid.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
She's still right
see.
freaking there.
And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Awesome.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.